Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, The Real Super Sam. Today I have a new Spider-Man TAS video and I hope you enjoy. Episode 53 is a big one in Spider-Man cartoon history since this is the episode Peter Parker marries Mary Jane. But of course, craziness ensues all around Peter Parker's life, and looking at the rest of the series, this is the last single story episode the show will have. And yeah, The Wedding is the Season 5 premiere episode. This is the first episode since Season 1 that does not have a story arc name companioned with this title, like in Season 2 when it was all called Neogenic Nightmare. This was the last appearance of Harry Osborn, Green Goblin, in the show. He as the villain only appeared for 2 episodes. His Green Goblin personality is still haunting him. The Goblin in the mirror doesn't unmask himself here though, but Harry goes crazy and is a hypocrite looking at him in the last 4 seasons. They do explain well how he was able to partner with the other rogues. The ending is so crazy when Liz Allen comes out of nowhere and confesses her love for Harry, even though she was barely in the series. Compared to her in the comics and other media, the series underused her here. In the comics, she and Harry are married and have a kid until he becomes Green Goblin again and then soon dies in Spectacular Spider-Man issue 200. The demonic version of Spider-Man that Harry dreams about is based on the Spider-Man villain Doppelganger, sans the additional arms. This is the closest the character ever got to appearing in animation. The Scorpion is the opening fight to the wedding story here, while in the comic it was Electro. I have a feeling they would have used Electro if he was able to be introduced earlier. It was also in the silk black suit Spidey wears in the comic. Wouldn't that have been crazy if the season opened up with Spider-Man in a symbiote looking suit? Aunt May had a great moment here. She didn't have many in the last season, and when she gives Peter her and Uncle Ben's wedding bands, it's kind of a tear-jerking moment. Also, Ashley Kafka from the Venom Returns / Carnage episodes returns as Harry Shrink in Ravencroft. Thinking about reviewing this episode, I was disappointed that Alistair Smythe returns just so that they have someone to create an army of robots to attack Peter's wedding. And one thing I have to say is this episode confirmed many storylines that this show could have gone in Season 6, like Alistair Smythe versus the Kingpin some more, and Kingpin treating Peter like gold but hating Spider-Man. Maybe even in Season 6, Richard Fisk as the Rose could have gone after Peter Parker out of jealousy, and a story with Liz Allen and Harry being boyfriend and girlfriend. This was a rivalry that was hilarious, that started between Wilson Fisk and J. Jonah Jameson. Fisk has a new newspaper company and uses Peter to get a scoop on his wedding to actress star Mary Jane Watson. This was one of the very iconic things this episode had. Oh yeah, Black Cat is in this episode, and she's come back from Europe to go to Peter's wedding, and while finding there's a build-up for another Black Cat Kingpin confrontation, and her and Spider-Man relationship still being there, even with Spidey secretly Peter getting married. I'm glad she was here though. There was so much fun in this episode, last half, and emotion in the first half. One of my many favorite episodes in the series, I gave it a solid 10. Very funny, entertaining, and meaningful episode. Great way to kick off Season 5. Thanks for watching and have a great Spider-Man Sunday.